What if the most important part of dating after 50 has nothing to do with dating at all? For a long time, I was focused on the wrong things. Not intentionally, just in the way many of us are taught how to approach dating. It wasn't until I paused and paid attention that I finally understood. Welcome back to Gracefully Lori. I'm Lori, and this channel is for women who want to live authentically, express themselves beautifully, and navigate life with grounded, modern grace. Today, we're talking about dating after 50, not the pressure or performative version society imagines, but the deeply intentional version that honors the woman you are. To make this simple, I'm using something I call the elegant dating formula: clarity, confidence, and wisdom. I'll weave it through our conversation so you can see exactly how it all fits together. By the end of this video, I hope you feel grounded, hopeful, and equipped to date in a way that honors your worth. Dating well begins with you. This is where the elegant dating formula begins, with clarity. Before we talk about dating strategies, we have to talk about you. I didn't start dating well until I healed myself, until I felt confident in my own skin, until I understood my own value and created a life that genuinely reflected who I was. Your life doesn't need to be perfect. We're all works in progress. But I think that dating from self-worth feels very different than dating from emptiness, loneliness, or uncertainty, especially about who you are. When you date from self-worth, you allow relationships that bring peace. You expect emotional maturity. You don't try to earn someone else's interest. You feel grounded, not anxious. Earlier in my life, there was an element of insecurity of my dating, hoping someone would choose me. But everything changed when I started dating from clarity about who I am and what I authentically brought to the table. My choices became stronger. My relationships became healthier. And I felt more like myself in every part of my life. You may want to try this. Ask yourself, is my life something I genuinely enjoy? Am I looking for a partner or hoping someone will fill a space I haven't filled myself? Do I know what peace feels like? And am I unwilling to live without it? That's clarity. Standards versus expectations. This is where wisdom comes in, choosing with discernment, not fantasy. A lot of women unintentionally confuse standards with expectations, and it quietly keeps them from seeing wonderful people who may be great matches. Standards are about character, honesty, kindness, emotional availability, financial responsibility, shared values. These matter. They hold relationships together. Expectations, on the other hand, are often about height, hobbies, exact lifestyle, how outgoing someone is, specific income, style. Preferences aren't wrong, but they're not what make partnerships last. The man I'm seeing now, on paper, we don't look especially compatible. He enjoys going out fairly often. I'm happiest with cozy nights at home. He's extroverted. I lean introverted. But our communication styles are really compatible. We listen. We care about how the other feels. We compromise easily because we want each other to be happy. Our differences complement each other. That's compatibility. You may want to try this. Ask yourself, is this preference something that truly affects a long-term relationship, or am I overlooking a good man because of something that doesn't actually matter? When your standards focus on character, you choose with wisdom. The chemistry spark. Sparks now or sparks later? This demonstrates clarity and wisdom. Chemistry is wonderful when it's instant, it's exciting, electric, and magical. But chemistry does not have to be immediate to be meaningful. Some of the strongest, most loving relationships begin more quietly. Sometimes the spark comes later, after you learn who the person is, after you feel safe, after you relax. Some women eliminate wonderful men simply because sparks don't happen immediately. But sparks aren't a character trait, they're an experience. And experiences evolve. Instant chemistry is lovely. Slow-growing chemistry is powerful. Think of best friends who become lovers. Both are real. Both matter. The key is, look for sparks after you know who he is, not necessarily before. So please try this. Ask yourself, do I feel relaxed around him? Do I enjoy who I am with him? Is there a quiet curiosity here? Does his character make him more attractive over time? If yes, give it space. Real chemistry grows through character, compatibility, and connection. Online dating without losing yourself. This is where confidence becomes the guide. Online dating can work beautifully when it's done intentionally. The biggest mistake I see is letting the get to know you phase drag on too long. Virtual chemistry is not real chemistry. You should know within a week or two if there's enough potential compatibility to meet if you're having meaningful conversations during that time. Here's what I think is critical. Use recent unfiltered photos. Ask if their photos are recent. Share who you actually are, not a perfected version. Have real conversations early. Notice if they're being vague or evasive. Don't emotionally invest before you meet. On the first date with the man I'm seeing now, I asked if I was what he expected based on my profile. He said I looked beautiful in my pictures, but he wasn't prepared for how stunning I was in real life. And the funny part, I thought the same about him. That moment only happened because we were both honest and confident enough to show up as ourselves. That's confidence, not performance. First dates, connection, not performance. Let's talk about first dates. I don't do quick coffee dates, not because I'm high maintenance, but because they don't create enough space to genuinely learn about someone. I prefer a proper date, a walk in a beautiful setting, a museum, a relaxed dinner, a quiet lounge with comfortable seating, early evening mocktail or wine flight somewhere peaceful. None of these need to be expensive. They just need to allow for the possibility of real connection. As for how you present yourself, I recommend dressing in a way that makes you feel beautiful, feminine, and quietly alluring, and not in a way that distracts from the connection you're building. Please try this. Choose outfits that make you feel confident, express your personal style, feel grounded in your body. Match the venue, relaxed, natural conversation. Connection happens when you're yourself, not when you perform. Screen for quality early. I think you have every right to learn who someone truly is early, not through interrogation, but through meaningful conversation that reveals emotional maturity, relationship readiness, lifestyle, values, consistency, follow through. I think you want to pay attention to how they communicate, how they handle small frustrations, how they treat people they don't need, how you feel in their presence. Your intuition is one of your greatest gifts at this stage of life. Use it, it's earned. Everything we've discussed comes back to the elegant dating formula. Clarity, knowing who you are and what brings you peace. Confidence, showing up authentically without shrinking or performing. Wisdom, choosing with discernment, not fantasy or fear. When these three things work together, dating becomes lighter, calmer, and far more enjoyable. You stop chasing possibilities, and you start choosing people who feel like home. Dating after 50 can be the most empowering dating of your life because you finally know yourself. You're not hoping to be chosen, you're choosing. You're not looking for someone to fix anything, you're looking for someone who fits. And when you date with clarity, confidence, and wisdom, the right relationship won't feel dramatic or chaotic. It will feel peaceful, aligned, and deeply respectful. What resonated most with you today? What will you do differently moving forward? Please tell me in the comments. I love hearing your stories. Also, I've put together a free workbook in the description if you want to explore this more. And if this shifted how you think about dating, subscribe for more videos on living, loving, and choosing with grace. Until next time, my graceful friends.